It's 2023. It's a new year. Why are you still where you were at last year? It's a new year. Why are you still with the same friends that cause you so much harm and so much stress? It's a new year. Why are you still in that relationship? You promised yourself, you promised your family, you promised your pastor you would get out of. It's 2023. Why are you still broke? Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Esther and this is Unfiltered with E. I would like to firstly thank my returning subscribers. Thank you so much for always supporting me. And any new subscribers, welcome to the family. It is a safe place over here. I want to jump right in. This video is something that I have been wanting to film for quite some time now. However, the blind can't lead the blind, and I had to, resolve certain things in my life before I can sit here and give advice. So one of the things that I want to start on this channel is a separate segment called FaceTime with E, and I want it to be a lot more personable. You know, obviously I have my vlogs and I have just different videos that I post, but this segment specifically, I wanted to be like, you're FaceTiming me. You know, eventually once I figure it out, I think I'll have like the FaceTime logo thing to begin the video. So it feels like you're FaceTiming a friend, you're FaceTiming a sister, whatever I am to you, you're FaceTiming me. This video is something that I believe we've all asked ourselves that this question at least once in our lives. I know I have, and recently I sat down and I asked myself this specific question: why am I still stuck? It can get pretty easy, you know, to want to stay in your comfort zone. And I think a lot of us, including myself, have gotten to a point where, okay, I have a job, I have a place to stay, I have food, I have clothes, you know, I'm comfortable where I'm at, and there's no need to want more, there's no need to pursue better. And I'm here to tell you that staying plateau in your life works, but only works for a small amount of time. Eventually you get to a point where you feel unfulfilled. Eventually that unfulfillment can lead to self-hate, can lead to jealousy and envy. You kind of catch yourself looking at someone's life and asking yourself, why are they where I want to be? What makes them better than me, you know? And that eventually leads to sin. Jealousy is sin. That eventually leads to hate towards your neighbor, hate towards your friend, sometimes even hate towards your family members. And I want to give you 5 different reasons why you are stuck in your life right now. I am no psychologist, I am no counselor, I don't have a degree in any of that, and I want to start this video off by saying that if you are someone that is struggling with some of the things that I mentioned in this video and you need help, I want you to look at this video as, like I said, a FaceTime with a friend that's kind of telling you, hey, maybe this is why you're stuck. This is what you can kind of do about it. And obviously if you want more professional and medical help, I would recommend seeking a licensed therapist. I go through BetterHelp, and it's an app that you get matched up with a licensed therapist, and you can and they match you up with someone that kind of meets your needs. Let's say for myself, I am a woman. I prefer, I guess, opening up to a woman. So I would classify, or I would specify that I want my therapist to be a woman, and not only that, I'm also a Christian. So there's an option there where you can pick. I want a female Christian therapist. If you catch myself looking down, it's because I have notes. I tend to kind of wander off topic sometimes. So having a list and notes really does help me. Whether I wander or not, I can always go back to my points. Reason number one why you may be stuck right now in your life is because you think that transformation is passive. Transformation is an active process, meaning that you can't lay down every single day, 365 days a year, and expect to be better, expect to get healthier, expect to be where you need to be in life. You can't just passively go through this process and expect results. You have to, let's say, if you want to get healthier, go to the gym, actively pursuing your goals, doing whatever it takes for you to achieve your goals. For my entrepreneurs out there, your dream is just that, a dream, until you put in the work, until you go and network, until you meet people that you know can help you. And being around the right crowd, being around the right friends, I'll talk about friends a little down the line, but that plays a huge role. Being around the circle that understands that, hey, this person has a goal, what can we do to help them achieve that goal? Reason number two why you are stuck right now, you are plateaued, you feel like nothing is changing in your life, is because you are constantly expecting things to happen right here, right now. Instant gratification. You want things now, and when you don't get it, you tend to go back to your old habits. Let's say you watch this TikTok video and you get that, that pump. Like, okay, that one TikTok where it's like, take 6 months, disappear, do this, do that. You're like, okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go 6 months full, no drinking, no partying, nothing. I am gonna focus on my goals and my dreams. So you do that, right? Day one, you're up at 5 a.m., you work out, everything's perfect, handy dandy, and you're like, okay, I can do this. Day two, same thing. Week one, you do that and you're good. And then week two comes and you're like, that snooze button becomes your best friend after you looked yourself in the mirror the night prior and you still have the gut and you still have, that physique that you're trying so hard to run away from. But mind you, it takes more than just a week. It takes more than just a month. Sometimes it takes more than just, 5-6 months for you to achieve your body goal, So rather than persevering, rather than continuously doing what you need to do to get there, you're like, you know what? Screw this. It's not gonna work out. It's not meant to be. I will wait. So you go back to your old habit. Telling you this, you only miss the shots that you don't take. If you don't try, how do you know if it's gonna work out or not? Reason number three why you are stuck is your surrounding. Your surrounding dictates your future. That quote that tells you, tell me who you surround yourself with and I'll tell you your future. Tell me who your 5 closest friends are and I'll tell you who you are. That statement is so true to the T. It really is, because the Bible says that not only you shouldn't be unequally yoked, but you also, like, what do good apples and bad apples have in common? Why are you around people that you genuinely don't click with? A lot of people, especially people my age, we go through that feeling of FOMO, the fear of missing out. I've mentioned this in my past video before because I have excuse me because I have genuinely experienced FOMO. I remembered I took 3 months off social media, of being around people that didn't serve me, and during those 3 months I woke up at the same exact time almost every day. I had a strict schedule, mind you. I would wake up, read my Bible, do my devotion. As I'm getting ready for work, I would listen to podcasts, eat a healthy breakfast, go to work, eat a healthy lunch because I meal prepped, and get off work, rest for a little bit, go to the gym, and go to sleep. I was in school, so I didn't have to do any schoolwork. Those 3 months were probably the healthiest I had ever been, mentally, physically, spiritually. I was at peace until I was like, okay, let me download Instagram real quick. Let me re-download Snapchat. Let me see what everyone else is doing. Obviously, I just want to check in, but that checking in turned into, they're hanging out today and I'm not doing anything. Let me go hang out with them. So instead of going to the gym, instead of reading, I would go and hang out. Instead of resting because I worked early, I would go and hang out, stay up late, which ultimately the next day caused me to not read my Bible, which caused me to not meditate, and eventually it becomes a domino effect. The people you surround yourself with become your priority. And in life, I believe that your priorities are aligned. God, self, family, friends, and everything else, because without God, your soul is gone. You find yourself confused, you find yourself swaying in whichever direction the world kind of takes you. And without self, you start to lose identity. Identity is a big thing. Once you lose identity, once you forget who you are, then the world tells you who you are. And 99% of the time, it comes back to bite you. Family. This includes obviously your biological family. This also includes your friends, and it includes your church family. Swaying in whichever direction the world kind of takes you. And without self, you start to lose identity. Identity is a big thing. Once you lose identity, once you forget who you are, then the world tells you who you are. And 99% of the time, it comes back to bite you. Family. This includes obviously your biological family. This also includes your friends, and it includes your church family. This is something that I need drilled in my mind personally, is we're not meant to go through life alone. A lot of us think that being alone, doing it all by yourself, shows strength, when ultimately it may show strength in certain instances, because not everyone has your best interest at heart always. But at the same time, if we were meant to go through life alone, God wouldn't have created this community that you and I find ourselves in. And if where you are right now, you don't have that community, try to move. And if you can't move, online, it's this app TikTok, it's really cool, because when you swipe up and once the algorithm kind of finds what your niche is, it sends those videos your way. If you're constantly swiping on like faith-filled videos, if you're constantly swiping on motivational, getting better, you will naturally gravitate towards that, and it will eventually manifest in your life. Versus if you're constantly swiping towards drama, you know, that hot girl life, you will start looking at yourself a certain way and you will lose identity. I would know because I had gotten to a point in my life where the numbers dictated who I was. So once I lost my Instagram, once I lost that, I was like, okay, now who is Esther without the numbers? Who is Esther without the attention? Honestly, just being unfiltered. That page was my album to the world, and mind you, I met a plethora of people on there that I would have never ever met if it hadn't been for Instagram. So your identity is ultimately found in God, and He gives you wisdom to kind of navigate, okay, your likes and your dislikes, your wants and your needs, which ultimately dictate what your life is. Reason number 4 why you are still stuck is because you are not willing to sacrifice. You are a yes ma'am. You know, hey, let's go out late. Yes ma'am. Hey, text me back. I miss you. Yes ma'am. Or yes sir. Let's FaceTime super late, even though you know that person is nothing but drama. Yes sir, yes ma'am. I miss you. Let's hang out. Yes ma'am, yes sir. You're not willing to sacrifice, and that just holds you back from becoming who you are meant to be. Comment this down below, if you could sacrifice 5 things right now, because you know yourself better than anyone knows you. You know what habits, you know what people, you know what things hold you back from becoming your best self. If you could sacrifice 5 things, what would they be? Comment them down below. You know, let's get a conversation started. For me, right now, I would sacrifice self-doubt. You know, it's not really a tangible thing, and these don't necessarily always have to be tangible, but I would sacrifice self-doubt. I have gotten to a point where I sleep and I wake up and I breathe nursing. Okay, so I need this still. How can I prepare for the next semester? I have classes next month. What can I watch? What videos can I watch? If you guys look at my history right now on my computer, it's nothing but school. That is me, not only me being proactive and prepared, but that's also because I don't think that I can do it. So I feel like, let me try and get a head start and learn as much as I can. Self-doubt has held me back so many times in my life that if I had just let go and let God, I think that I would be in a completely different place in my life right now. But we're human. It is part of the learning process. I want to thank you guys for sticking it through and watching this video. Please let me know down below anything that you guys want to see from me, any topics that y'all want to talk about on this segment, which is FaceTime with E. If you have any questions, I will link my socials down below. Please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and everything will be linked down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Stay unfiltered, you guys.